there is a lot of MAGA energy regarding the media, particularly hostility towards CBS, hostility towards the Associated Press. Um, and I continue to point you to this reality that these news organizations that for decades were aligned with the Democratic Party implicitly, in some cases quite overtly, are weaker than they were before. Their audience size is down, their influence over the national debate is lower, their capacity to inspire energy and enthusiasm in MAGA is quite high. The left's comfort with them or satisfaction with them is lower because they see punches being pulled. So MAGA looks at CBS News, say, or the New York Times, and says they're still crazily biased against Donald Trump. And the left looks at them and says, with evidence in some cases, particularly I'd say the New York Times, these places are no longer fighting Donald Trump every day in the trenches. They are writing sentences and paragraphs and whole stories that you wouldn't have seen previously about Donald Trump and the people around him. Favorable profiles that we talked the other day about. The New York Times published a very favorable profile of Charlie Kirk. That would not have happened before. And so the right looks at that and says, whatever, I can point, they say we can point to 17 other stories in the New York Times today that are negative towards Trump and biased towards against Trump. And the left says, look at the New York Times. They're now dropping all principle and supporting writing, pieces to getting good with the Trump administration. So this was an asymmetrical advantage of the Democrats for a really long time. It's still an asymmetrical advantage, but its value, its currency, its capacity to help Democrats win news cycles, it's nothing like it's ever been in any of our lifetimes. And I'm a pretty sophisticated measurer of this reality, but I can tell you there's not a calipers in the world with enough sensitivity to tell you if it used to be here like at 11, where is it now? Is it 9? Is it 6? Is it 2? I don't know myself, and I'll be watching it very closely because again, it's something that's been worth trillions of dollars to Democrats, and it's something that they don't necessarily have anymore.